back to the stream, everybody. It is good to have you guys here, and I appreciate you choosing to tune in and spend some time with us when I know there are some other very large Lorcana events going on right now, but yet despite that, you guys choose to be right here, part of this, and because of that, we are super stoked to get a chance to play a little bit of Lorcana just for you all. That said, if we can figure out how to queue up this Pixelborn shenaniganry, I want to play some Infinity Ranked. And maybe that was the problem. Maybe I didn't select it. Guys, we're doing it. It's Infinity time. The only place to play Infinity, probably. Here. I'm doing the Hiram thing. I actually don't know the cards where to cut in this particular list to make room for 3 Hirams. I know we cut in Oswald. Should have cut in Oswald. I think we're playing 3. Give me a second here, chat. Make sure this list is completely correct. Oh, you never cut Sapphire Quill. It just fell out of the deck. One of those cards for sure. Those were the 3 that came out, huh? And I know that in our deck building, again, one of the cards we cut was Oswald. I gotta check Dream War chat. I actually don't know. That's not what I want. Give me a moment. Again, Oswald, I'm very confident we cut one. I think it might have been an info we cut. So we didn't cut the other card. We did cut one of these. We cut a Oswald left in this card. I guess the other cut must have been another trap. Or are you playing 3 or 2? Okay, so the other card was the trap. So the only cards that are coming out are the Oswald. So these 2 cards are replacing by these 2. Hate to get rid of the shiny card. This card was still pretty good in testing, anyways. Those cards over there. Let's see if we can queue into something. If by like 7:30 we still haven't queued, then I'll probably just head over to Standard, unfortunately. Just so we get some content for you guys to enjoy watching. After all, we do this for you guys. Alright, we'll play test some hands. Ooh, I'm already in love with this hand. There's nothing to dislike. Morgan's pretty straightforward and easy. There would be an argument here, by the way, to pitch one of these and just hope to find ink. I think that argument's bad. We just do 2. Bing, bang, boom. You're cooking with gas. I love Infinity chat. I hope that we get some good Infinity tournaments going on. Some of that good stuff up in here. Okay, 3, 5, 6, 7. So a general rule for mulliganing with this deck is be mindful of your uninkable count, keep characters, put everything else back. only exception is Tamatoas. Tamatoas tend to get mulliganed right away. You're happy to see them because it's just decent ink you play for these guys, 2 of the other ones. But that being said, usually you don't want items in your hand because you want your Oswalds to hit, so keeping your deck pretty dense with items can matter a lot. And again, this is a very similar list to the one that I played to win set champs and had pretty good runs with earlier, but yeah. Okay, so looking at this hand, of course, we're like, all right, we've got a bunch of stuff that doesn't do anything. I think we actually start inking here. I just say go. You draw. Now you have the second bell. It's fine to ink the second bell. Depending on what you're playing against, you might run this out. You may not. If you think you're playing at Steel Song, you don't. In fact, if you're playing at Steel Song, you just kind of cry a little bit here because you don't have the item count. Whew. We did not shuffle that deck, tell you what. So the opening hand looked impressive. The draws off the top were not. And that's the hard thing. Our 1-drops consist of, I want to say, exactly Possicle. So if you brick on Possicle, you just don't do anything on turn 1. You ink and pass. Let me double check that, make sure I'm not going crazy. Yeah, character-wise, you don't have anything. Item-wise, just the Possible. Interesting. And maybe that's worth considering, seeing if there's any more 1-drop items. I don't think that we got any good items in this next set. Trying to think. What 1-cost thing that we could play in our deck. Honestly, the spots in this deck are already very, very tight. The fact that we're only playing 3 of these Hyrams should tell us how tight these spots are for the deck, right? The fact that you don't want to run 4. And there are some thoughts behind why we played 3 Hyrams. And I could go down the 2 Hyrams just for additional card draw. So the reasons you want to include it, of course, is the card draw. It's a big booty boy that can help Donald or Scrooge sing under the sea, right? So those are your reasons. It survives a lot, gets to hang out for a bit, and can probably sing under the sea when it comes down. Reasons not to play it. It's anti-synergistic with the deck. Like, yeah, we play items, and so you're always going to have an item to banish, but when you're looking for these items to stick around, so your Tamatoa procs its effect, then it gets awkward, right? It's like you don't want to be banishing your ink caster if you only have 1 and a bunch of uninkables in hand to draw. You don't want to banish, say, your workshop to draw 2. Now, sometimes it might be a necessity and you find that you have to. But that being said, you don't want to be in a situation where you're feeling like you must. So anyways, that being said, it's 7:30. So we're going to click off here and unfortunately go play some Standard. In case you can't tell, I'm not a big Standard guy. It's not my forte. I feel pressured into it. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Doing alright. Alright, let's go ahead, move everything everywhere.
Do you have 1-card proxy in here?
No, you're good. I have proxies, but I have the actual cards. I just haven't gotten around to sleeving them up yet.
That's fair. I'm waiting on mine in the mail.
Yeah, we love that good old USPS. Slow nonsense over here.
Half okay?
Yeah, that's great. That said, I can't see. Oh, there you are. I was like, I don't know if I'm looking at your floor or your plate mat or what. Alright, there's your half. Let's see what we're cooking with. 5, 6, 7. Again, I really just don't like Daisy. We are on play, so Daisy's fine. I just don't like it. I will do 3.
I hope my 4's not there because I have like both boxes right here and I have a bunch of cards in it.
No, I have tons of cards surrounding me. We were trying to get ready for that 25k, and we played so many decks.
Yeah.
So. All right. Whenever you're ready, just let me know, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Ready to go.
All right. Good luck. Have fun. The question is, what do I do now? I think we definitely inking a penny here, and then I'll play Ryan. So you go. I just really hate Daisy, chat. I shouldn't have done it. I should have played the Daisy. Resolves. I'll ink another penny. Get in there for 2. If he wants to pump and trade, you can. We can heal the damage. Assuming it doesn't die.
One on the rhino.
Okay.
This doesn't fight me, but
I believe you already inked this turn, right? Yeah.
That's why I left them up.
I'm sorry?
So that's why I left them up.
Redraw. So why would you put 1 damage on my character is my question. And I don't have particularly good ready to answer. So we're gonna ink here, play the lady, play the penny, heal, and for 2. Go ahead. Yeah, I guess when you see me ink 3 pennies, you don't, or 2 pennies, you don't think I have the 3rd.
Yeah.
I just didn't shuffle very good, I think. We figured it out. Play Tiana. You're at 4 ink?
Yes.
I'm getting for 2. Go ahead. Chat, you guys need to be the Summer Friday in a room full of, per my last email, it's the Dove chocolate way.
Blue. Strength of penny. Supposed to go for 1 and pass.
I see you match my pennies by matching my strings. Or rather, doing it with strings. Oh man, excuse me. Penny, Daisy, 1 card left. And you have, you'll go to 6. Challenge, challenge Tipo, and for 2, pass to you. I don't want him to be able to go challenge, pay, challenge. Like,
no way, man. You're saying you didn't shuffle good. I did not shuffle good.
Another string?
Yeah. I'll pay the 3. We'll put 3 on Tiana. Take a strike. Strike the Tiana.
That is a lot of strings.
Yeah.
You are, in fact, strong. I will use my Daisy to take her hook. And then I'll get in for 4. And I will pay 3. I'll play Pete instead of you. Would have been helpful a couple turns ago.
Yeah, point for the Jasmine. Is that game?
No. Wait, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are we at 19?
I'll play 2 daisies, and then I'll go Umbie
Yeah.
Bumbie.
Yeah, you got it. That's so unlucky. I cannot believe I drew the 4 of those.
That's crazy. Our decks were so clumped because I drew triple daisy, I drew double lady, and then triple pennies.
Nuts. Last game I played, I had Jasmine Ship turn 1. Turn 3, had a second one on board. Then got Scar. Gave Scar Sport, left my Fleet League, drew 9 off of it. And then that game I draw into 4 strengths.
So are you, since you're playing completely, I assume that you're playing more like the Vincenzo Hades lines instead of trying to go low with Alice?
Correct.
Gotcha. I played both. I loved the Alice, just being able to protect your Jasmine. And then you play like Bagheera, because the bodyguard to give it ward blows up everything. It's a good time. Good time. Fun day. Well, very good. I'm sure we'll probably queue back into each other. But if we don't, have a great rest of your night.
Yeah, to you, good luck.
Thanks. All right. That's number 1 down. On to the next one. Watch us with our 10 points be ranked number 1 because nobody else on here. I would doubt that. I would hope that's not the case. We've won a lot with this deck. We've also been on the play a lot with this deck. We saw a couple of people that were playing like Mulans because the Aurora lets it be played for free. It kind of loots and can help unbrick the hand, but they're also playing a lot more of the bodyguards to try and protect their Tianas when they're coming down. So that's a thought, you know, you can play it that way. I'm not sure it's a good thought. You know, it's a legal thought that you can do and have. I am super grateful, by the way, just to be able to have some time to hang out for a bit tonight with you guys. Again, it's been a long, long weekend, so just coming and having everybody here, lots of fun. I am going to let's cancel this out. We'll try Infinity one more time. Try it just to see if we can get any bites. Probably not. Man, I just want to play some Infinity. So if any of you guys are on here watching, you want to play Infinity, just hop in the queue. Oh, much sadness. I have very little patience. I have but a need for speed. To be fair, with all the big Lorcana events that are going on right now, it does not surprise me that fewer people are actually hanging out. Oh yeah, we got the new iPhone and everything's out. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. Not sure if we're Apple or Android fans in chat. We are Apple. We got the new phone, we got the new watch, a new pair of AirPods. We're stoked. This Friday is going to be great, but we're still gotta wait for it. It's taking forever. Also, we're going to Disney. What card should I take to get signed at Disney? Please let me know. Every time we open Discord, it freaks me out, man. Little thing starts spinning. I'm like, crap, what to update everything. It's gonna crash my computer. It's gonna be a bad time. Man, I said earlier that I wasn't surprised that nobody's hanging out. Or ranked, maybe. Honestly, bouncing back and forth between those two probably isn't helping my case any. We'll do core constructed again. And while we wait, we'll just practice our mulligans and kind of go over some of the thoughts that we had when we played this deck a while ago, or when we were practicing for CCS. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand is great. On the play in the blind, you've got your turn 1 Aurora. Well, let's just fix this real quick. Anyways, as I was saying, you got your turn 1 Aurora. Into your turn 2, what you call it? What is her name? Tiana? We don't have a lady. That would be the thing that makes this hand just the best. So it's 1, 2, and then we go into our 3. Our 3 is what we're going to be mindful of. Now, one of my good friends who plays this deck religiously tells me that you never mulligan dock. And I just can't stand drawing multiple docks, and so I have to push back on that thought. So I would mulligan dock here. Right? These two are guaranteed keeps. I don't like Lilo. We don't have the shift line for the Rhino. So then we're left with these two. Right? I like holding on to Penny just because she's ink. Right? But I think the highest up rule is to keep Nala, toss this, and just pray that we find a lady and something else to ink. So I do 4. 2, 3, 4. No complaints. We've got ink all day long. I probably ink the Lawrence on 1, because then on turn 3 we get to double spell, play the Nala, play the Rhino, Sego. We want to hold on to Pluto if possible, so that the turn following the Tiana would just play the Pluto. All in all, very content with the hand. Very content. Hold on 1 second, chat. The wife has messaged. Anyways, so that was 1 hand. Actually, that's 2 hands. On the draw into the blind, right? That hand changes a bit in terms of what it is that we're looking for us. One of the big things with playing this deck is you don't want to just turn things sideways for no reason. Apparently, I'm missing a Tiana. 5. So, knowing that this is the hand, I think I would keep Tiana, then I would send everything else back. Daisy's not good. Elo's fine, but you really want to find Daisy on, or sorry, not Daisy, Tiana on turn 2, so that you can steal the play back and have 1 extra card. The idea is that you want to find strength, right? You want to be able to sing strength first, because what it does tends to win most steal games. It's another reason why we play Peach, right? We want our strength to be better. Hey, we couldn't ask for too much better of a hand, right? We can ink the Rhino, play a Rhino, so go, draw. Look at that. Depending on what we're playing against, can depend on what we do here. We could just go, hey, I'm gonna develop a Nala, and then follow that up with a Tiana. Though honestly, I kind of actually don't think that's right. I think we always shift here, depending on what we're playing against. We probably go here, here in. Next turn, draw. Chef's kiss. Pretty beautiful. I don't actually hate just inking this lady. Depending on what the board state was, right? Like, do we need to answer their board? If we need to answer their board, we probably play the lady character, sing strength, deal 3 to something, and just hope that's good enough. Again, it's all contextual, so playing, you know, in the blind doesn't help a whole lot. Or mulliganing in the blind doesn't help. Let's talk about Blurple. Blurple. On the play. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Unfortunately, this hand is pretty bad. We keep a 1-drop, we keep our 2-drop here. But I'm not huge on any of these cards. This actually might be the closest thing I've seen to a ship 7. Because even though like this hand by itself is completely playable, right? Because you keep here, maybe there, 3 or 3. Actually, I wouldn't even try keeping that as a 3. I just send into Blurple. It's not where we want to be. Strength isn't going to do a whole lot. We're going to be pillow forting for a while. Lilo is the only card I'd consider. But I think I would ship 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in lieu of that, we got our Aurora into Tiana on 2. We got Lady into Penny or the Calhoun. It actually plays Calhoun here. That way it disincentivizes them from challenging our... well, I guess it doesn't matter. The Aurora is going to die, right? Turn it sideways, she did. Alright. Let's see. Try Infinity one more time. Wait for a hot second. 4, 5, 6. This hand is good. I don't think we need Lady. I don't think we need Lawrence. I don't like keeping Doc in my opener. Because the thought is too, like, I want to keep my deck Doc heavy. Because we already have a 2-drop, I might just send back the Rhino because we don't want to shift Rhino on 2. But and this is against Blurple on the draw. I think we do send Rhino back. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it's not great, but we're not hyper punished. Right. Oh no, throwing stuff. Oh, that hand is very playable. Like, we're still doing things. All right, there's just nobody down to hang. Here looking. If nobody's on by 8, we'll call it a night. This hand plays to the board quite well because you go turn 1 ink, play Daisy. Turn 2, draw. Don't like that a lot. Or you can ink, play Calhoun. Turn 3, ink, Calhoun Daisy. Turn 4. Bodies. And that's pretty good. That's a pretty hard board state for most people to be able to answer, especially on the play. On the draw, it gets a little bit worse, but again, you still even have your Calhouns, your pillow forting, you're building a bigger board. And that's my only argument. When I combated Danny, I said, man, I'm not really sure. I like the idea of what's it's called, keeping a docking or opener. He was like, the only time I think that if I was to agree with you, the only time I'd push back would be if you're not mulliganing a lot of cards, you're not going to draw, or your likelihood of drawing another dock is pretty low. So, all that being said, those were his thoughts on that. Hey, keep your hand, send the docks if that's how you feel, unless you only have 1 or 2 cards you're putting back. What do you say about this hand? Apart from that being ink, I mean, you could just say, I'm going to keep these cards as it is, because you've got your turn 1 here, turn 2, ink play. Turn 3, find ink. Play of strength. Yeah, that's pretty great. It's perfect ink. Unequal, but again, who knows? All right, well, chat. We waited for a little bit. I appreciate you guys' patience and hanging out with us for a little bit. Unfortunately, we just didn't find anybody to hang tonight. So that being said,